Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. Welcome to lecture 2 of aircraft structure repair. This lecture 2 will be talking about type of damage on the aircraft structure. So there are several type of damage on aircraft structure. There are about 10 of them. 12 type of damage on aircraft structure. Let's look at one by one briefly. First is abrasion. Abrasion is damage due to rubbing between metal parts. Corrosion is the electrochemical reaction due to there is electrolyte and anode and cathode. Crack is basically breaking of the structure. Crease, damage, depressed by folded back is about folding of the structure. Delamination normally is on the aircraft structure due composite structure. Then is something not on it and you got some contour. You may not puncture the skin, however you got some dent, some depression on the structure. This one, if you have some bonding, the bonding basically came out. So the bonding is this is this one. The bonding part come apart. Gouge is a deep depth scratch or depth mark on the structure. Hole is a punctured due to some action where the whole structure completely pass through is punctured. Nick is some also look like a gouge but a bit sharper. Punctured is normally is just like something go through the structure and the whole skin is went through the skin. Scratch is a line as in damages just on the surface line on the structure. So this is a typical structure damage. Abrasion, corrosion, crack, creases, delamination, then this bone, gouge, hole, and nick. So most of the time in service we're dealing with corrosion, crack, dent, and hole and also puncture. So that is a typical aircraft such a damage that we will experience in service. So this structure to show you, here is a feature of corrosion. We have here is also part of structure broken off. Here is a crack. The whole structure is passed through, a hole passed through it. This is punctured, and you can see here on the radome is then is a depression on the surfaces, which is dent. And then this is the detail. You can see the corrosion. Basically, the structure is almost dissolved. The whole piece of some most part of the piece of the structure is dissolved due to corrosion. This is a punctured lightning strike, which this is burn which puncture the whole skin after the lightning strike. Is quite common, and the most common defect on burn lightning strike is pitted and also heat mark. And this is aging aircraft. This is aloha air. What happened to aloha air is the rivets, this is a micro crack in the rivets, and then those micro crack grow between rivet to rivet, end up the whole part of the structure came off in flight. Fatigue is another fatigue problem. The whole part of the top of the fuselage section broken off in flight. And this is a punctured of the area skin in operate in flight. And we have standard operational damage. Aircraft hit the truck, the aircraft collision, and also the baggage truck, the catering truck hitting the aircraft. Even the tow truck also hit the aircraft. Either they hit the aircraft or aircraft hit them. And this is the damage. It's very extensive damage. For operational, it's very extensive damage. You can see the whole part is punctured and broken off. And also damage due to turbulent in flight turbulent, and the aircraft goes through a thunderstorm, go through a heavy weather, and sometimes the turbulence is very heavy and the aircraft is tumbling around, and also the structure internally also some part it is collapsed. So what is damage? Damage, there are three categories: allowable damage, repairable damage, and replacement of part damage. So the one that we interested on is repairable damage. Allowable and repairable damage. So we see you in next lecture. Thank you.